Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Thursday, May 15th. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about our progressive faith community and how you can be a part of it. Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There's no streaming TV show like this in the entire world. In 2025, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots Magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight, with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We will produce the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th, Pride Fest Diversity Pride in August, and Pride Fort Lauderdale next February. We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Transgender superstar Laverne Cox lost her clean slate, but its impact endures. Freevee's Clean Slate, starring Laverne Cox and comedy legend George Wallace, has been canceled after only one season. Cox reportedly felt gutted and devastated, but is proud of the groundbreaking show about a trans woman who returns home to Alabama to a conservative working-class father. The issues were mostly handled with a light touch, and Wallace seemed mostly interested in delivering punchlines. But even if it wasn't a Langston Hughes drama, it featured a trans character played by a trans actor, and the character was portrayed with dignity and sensitivity. That alone makes it historic. In a time when trans people are targeted and dehumanized by their government, positive trans representation is very important. Clean Slate may have been a brief delight, but time may prove that it was also a significant one. I saw this show actually just this weekend after I read the script. I thought, I need to check this out. And it's really a great show. It's very clever. I think it's well written. I'm sorry that it was canceled. If you've not checked it out, please do so. And we really, really need more affirming television, more programs overall for the trans community. This was a great one. Check it out.
Yeah, they have, she comes home and her father knows about the difference, but doesn't know exactly what that he thinks his son is just out doing, finding his way and being crazy or whatever. And then his daughter comes home. Yeah. Now, the reunion isn't terribly realistic. Hey, it's me. Yeah. And but they did it, and I'm glad they did those things, because if you were waiting for a second season to flush things out, it wouldn't have happened. So maybe they were wise to make things happen quickly. But she does. She says hello, and of course he's a guy in Alabama. He's not, he wasn't ready for this, but he is actually never super mean. He's always like, okay, this is my kid. What can I do to get on board with this or whatever? It was, even if it was the average Alabama Southern working class dad's reaction, it did show, and I love when and there's several shows that do show how things could be. Yeah. Now, of course, the perfect way would be like, oh, what a nice surprise. I didn't know you were really my daughter. Yeah, but that show's not been written yet. This is the second best of, oh, this is weird. I'm going to need a minute, but then that minute happens and I'm there. And so it was really kind of sweet. Everyone's played with dignity. There's some confrontation with church values, but not in a mean way on either side. And so it's really well done. Again, it's not going to go deep with sociology and psychology and anthropology and political science and activism, but it is going to show a story of queer folk and trans folk being treated with dignity and love and finding their way and even falling in love. It's good. It's sweet, and I wish there'd been 2 or 3 more. I'm sorry that they've ended at the one, but I'm glad for the one. And if you haven't seen it,
check it out.
Please do.
Yeah.
It's not lost on me that this was done in Mobile, Alabama. And the fact that, growing up in Troy and Mobile being south, just being aware of some of the surroundings of the dynamics of Lower Alabama, it was amazing to see how this story sheds a light on what could have been, or how it could have been, or how it really can betray a wholesome story. if you grew up in Lower Alabama. It's more than just a kind of a coming out story, it's an awareness story to me. It was like a lot of different things that kind of got your kid there. But the one character, in addition to Laverne Cox, that got me was George Wallace.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how many of you have ever listened to anything about George Wallace.
My whole life.
But this is the new version of George Wallace. I mean, I know a role is a role, but George Wallace would not have been the person I would thought would have played this fatherly role and do what he did throughout this show. I mean, George Wallace, Tom Jones Morning Show goes way back when, you know, there were things that got said. It's like, I'm not listening to this radio show anymore because of what y'all just said. But to kind of see him kind of come full circle in this, to be in this role. Now, again, I know actors are actors, money's for hire, yada, yada. But it did a little bit of something, I think, to the show to see a character like George Wallace.
Yeah, he didn't need this job. But he took it. That's something.
And there's some other players in there that kind of pops up that kind of like, oh, wow. And even to have one of our local folks here who's kind of a celebrity, to be from Mobile, Alabama, Tiffany, it's like, you know, it was kind of, and I actually spoke to Tiffany about this at one point. She goes, yeah, that was my story. I had a similar story.
Yeah, just to bounce off of the whole George Wallace things, for those of you who don't know who George Wallace is, he is a stand-up comedian. He has been doing this probably since the 70s. He's been around forever, and he's blue. He will tear down something, someone, anything to get a joke. And it's nice to know that what?
Rarely cruel though.
No, he's not a cruel comedian. He is funny. He is funny for the sake of being funny. Yeah. So for him to come on a program like this and be believable, that's the fun part. For him to be believable is a wonderful thing. I remember seeing the commercial for it, and I remember putting it in the back of my mind, there are like 7,000 TV shows that I want to watch. This now is number 2 on my list. I got to finish The Handmaid's Tale before I can do this one. Well, just saying.
We watch it and live it at the same time.
I know.
That's another conversation we can have at some point. But yeah, George Wallace, Laverne Cox, all in the same TV show. Yes.
It's great.
And the, what's her name? Tony Orlando and Dawn. Tall. She was half of Dawn.
I know who you're talking about, and it's not going to come to me.
Oh, Nell Carter's best friend. And give me a break.
Is it Thelma Hopkins?
It is.
Yes. There you go. Wow. How you do that? How you do that?
She's in it, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, as shows not just allyship but solidarity, which is next level and which is what we need. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe they canceled it. But it's still, you can find it online. And Freevee, if you haven't heard of Freevee, isn't that like a sub thing of Amazon?
It is. Yeah. It's a sub thing of Amazon Prime, but it's the free part of Amazon Prime.
Yeah, the free part. Free part. So it's worth it. Please check it out. Well, that's today for the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, we want to invite you to join Sunshine Cathedral on a wonderful travel experience and help our mission for our community. Join us on the Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise. This unique 3-day cruise will sail from Miami on the $1 billion and ultra-deluxe 170,000-ton MSC Seascape on November 2nd, 2025. The cruise is for the Florida AIDS Walk. Your participation helps 13 vital beneficiaries in our community. The cruise is an incredible value starting at just $199 and is also a fundraiser for the Sunshine Cathedral. Parties, special events, and more aboard, including a special unlimited beverage and open bar with Wi-Fi for all 3 days for just $68. We invite you to join us on this amazing cruise for fun, this vital cruise for good.
I invite you to share this episode on your social media, and I also welcome you to find Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram. You can also like our bishop pages on Facebook. My page is Bishop Darrell Watkins, D. Min, and Robert's is Bishop Robert Griffin, D. Min. We're also on TikTok.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBT community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church.
Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together.
Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.